Hi class, it's Mr. Cardinal with Lesson 4 from Chapter 7, Estimating Sums and Differences of Mixed Numbers. The objective for this lesson is to estimate sums and differences of fractions and mixed numbers by rounding to the nearest whole number. Now I will show you two examples or ways in which you can do this. The first way is by looking at a number line. Visuals are always good, especially in math. Let's say we have a number line that starts with 1 and ends in 3. Halfway in between is going to be 2. Now 1 and 2, if I divide that in half, this would be my 1/2 mark, and then also right here would be a halfway point. So this right here is actually 2 and 1/2. Now, if I'm given the fraction 7/8, 1 and 7/8. 1 and 7/8 would be about right here on my number line. If I asked you whether or not 1 and 7/8 is closer to the whole number 2 or closer to the whole number 1, you would tell me 2 because of its distance right here versus the distance right here. Same thing if I have 2 and 1/4. 2 and 1/4 would be exactly halfway in between 2 and 1/2 and 2. So this right here is 2 and 1/4. 2 and 1/4 again is closer to 2 than it is to 3. So using a number line can help you decide whether or not a number or whole number or mixed number should be rounded up or stay the same. Once you have your estimate, then you can continue with the problem as far as addition or subtraction. So if I said 2 and 1/4 plus 1 and 1/7, and I wanted an estimate, I already said that 2 and 1/4 is closer to the whole number 2, and 1 and 1/7 is closer to, 1 and 7/8. 1 and 7/8 is closer to 2 than 1, so my answer then is 2 plus 2, which is 4. So my estimate for 2 and 1/4 plus 1 and 7/8 is 4. If I take a look at another example, let's try the second way. I'll show you the second way of trying to solve or estimate sums and differences. 1/2 is always considered a benchmark, and we can see that in the number lines up above. If your fraction is smaller than 1/2, so smaller than 1/2, your whole number is going to stay the same. If your fraction, like 7/8, is larger than half, then your fraction or whole number is going to increase or round up. Let me show you an example. If I have 3 and 2/7, and I am asked to subtract 7/8, and the goal is to find an estimate of this difference. Look at the fraction alone. So 2/7. If we look at 2 as a numerator and 7 as the denominator, is 2 half of 7? You can tell that 2 is less than half of 7. So since it is less than half of 7, it's going to remain 3 as a whole number. Again, this is just simply estimating. My 7/8. Half of the denominator is 4. 7 is greater than 4, so 7/8 is closer to 1 than 0. So I'm going to place my 1. Now I have 3 minus 1, and that equals 2. So my estimate of 3 and 2/7 minus 7/8 is equal to 2. Let's do another example. If I have 8 1/2 plus 3 8/9, if I am looking for my estimate, ask yourself again with the fraction in the mixed number, is 1/2 of 2? Yes, it is. So since it is half or greater, I'm going to round up or estimate up. Same thing with 3 8/9. Half of 9 is 4.5. Is 8 equal to or greater than 4.5? Yes, it is. So that makes my 3 turn into a 4. Now I add my two whole numbers together and I get 13. A couple more examples here. Let's have 4 3/4, and I'm going to add 3 14/25. Look at your denominator. 4. Half of 4 is 2. 3 is larger than 2, so this is going to round my 4 up to 5. The second denominator is 25 in the fraction 14/25. Half of 25 is 12.5. 12.5 is, or 14 is larger than 12.5, so 3 is going to round up to 4. So my answer then is 5 plus 4, which is equal to 9. Let's do a subtraction problem. So we have an example showing an estimate using difference. 10 7/9 minus 2/3. Again, look at your fraction, 7/9. Half of 9 is 4.5. Is 7 equal to or greater than 4.5? Yes, it is. So this is going to round my 10 up to 11. 2/3. Is 2 equal to or greater than half of 3? Yes, because half of 3 is 1.5. So instead of this being 0, it's going to be 1. Bring down my subtraction sign. 11 minus 1 equals 10. One more example using difference. Let's do a large number, 30 2/9 minus 7 19 19/23. Again, look at my fraction part of my mixed number. Half of 9 is 4.5. 2 is less than 4.5. So my number, whole number, is going to stay the same. Half of 23. Is 19 closer to 23 or closer to 0? 19 is closer to 23, so this is going to be bumped up to 8. 30 minus 8 equals 22. I'm going to give you two problems on the video, and this is going to test to see whether or not you are watching the videos. And I want you to complete these problems similar to what I have been doing, and I want you to bring these answers to class on Monday. The first one is 4 7/15 plus 2 5/12. So that's number 1. And again, I am looking for an estimate. The second problem I want you to do is a subtraction problem. 3 11/16 minus 1 1/4. Again, these are the two problems I want you to complete and bring to class on Monday. Have a great weekend.